Hello and welcome to this course on the Capricho Arabe, however you pronounce it, by Francisco Tarrega. Such an amazing piece in the guitar repertoire. It's one of the biggest and best pieces in the entire classical guitar repertoire. It's very well recognized. It's so fun to play, and it's also a great challenge. So in the coming videos, we're going to dissect this thing and look at it in a million different ways, but there are a few things that we should talk about before we dive in earnest to getting our fingers on the fretboard and everything else. So in this video, we're just going to talk about the game plan and what to do to get started on the Capricho. So taking a look at this piece, we're in drop D, 3/4 time. There are, if you can just glance through the music at this, or if you've heard it, then you'll know that there are these very rhythmic spots, like through here, boom, cha, you know, boom, cha, boom, and then there are all these other ones. These big phrases, these big scale phrases that speed up and slow down and get louder and get softer. And so there are all these interspersed little moments of drama. It's like somebody's just thinking about something and then all of a sudden they just get all frenzied and then it's like, okay, and they settle back down. And so to do this musically, there are a few things that have to happen. If you jump right in and start doing that, it's not gonna work. It's just not, because some element of it is going to be weak, be it your fingers or your timing or the way that you swell and fade or the way you speed up and slow down and things like that. It's not going to work. And so what we have to do is take this piece in layers. And so the first thing, it's a big piece and it's going to take a long time. And we'll talk more about layers in the next video and the actual, how we'll go through them. But the main thing is that there are a few things that you should work on absolutely first. And these are, to begin with, just clarity and solidity of your rhythm and your notes. And so really getting clear on what your notes are. So as you practice, the number one thing that you could be working on is whatever it is that you're working on right then. And know that it's not the complete piece. If you listen to this, okay, I'm going to get on YouTube and listen to Segovia play this piece. You're not going to play it like that. That's not what practice sounds like. Practice sounds like, I wouldn't play this like this. I think I missed a note in there, but it doesn't matter. So that's practice. Playing it is going to be something different in the end, but you're not going to be able to play it well unless you practice it. And so it's really important that as you go through here, you make the difference in your mind between practicing and playing it. And so you can't just jump right in and go for a finished product. It's not going to work that way. What I've done with this score is broken it up into small sections, and this is what I would recommend the way that you practice it. And that is, so here we have these little numbers and boxes right here. And so each one of these is a practice section. And so you can think of those as its own little thing. Each one will have its own problems. Each one will have its own practice methods and things to do with it. But if you break your music into really small sections to work on it, it's much more manageable, and you know exactly what to do in practice because you can say, this is what I'm working on. And you won't just play it through from the beginning to the end a whole bunch of times, hoping that it gets better and wondering why it doesn't. So instead, we can just work on just this little section right here and really focus in on it, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. All right, in the next video, we're going to talk about the layers by which you can learn this, and the order that you can structure your work and go through it so that you learn this as fast as possible and to as high of a level as possible as well. So see you in the next video.